Hello everybody, welcome to 1v7 Productions. This is a 4v4 session on Raid. Capture the flag. I know we've done this before. This is something special though. This is a 3v4 in a type of situation where either you're in a game battles match and your game battles member lags out, which according to the rules in that, you have to play it out within 30 seconds of the first shot is fired. This is basically me, Bloody Juggalo, and Isn't Right, and I'm gonna be going back and forth here, spectating. As you can see, it's clearly 3v4 now. When I immediately saw this, what did I do? I said everybody stack up, and immediately you gotta defend the flag for this type of match.
Well, mostly what you're doing is you gotta camp back a little bit, and you have to stay back a little more, and have one guy go seek and get it out. Two guys have to stay back and play primary defense the whole entire time.
Yes, I was using the PDW. Isn't what were you using?
The MP7.
And I believe Casey was using the gun. And right now, Isn's got the right side. I got the middle flank. Beating out the rushers in the middle, and Casey's trying to rush left. So you always have two men on flag for 3v4s, or either that or two men, going out and search, and one get A, one get B, and you always have that one guy kind of flanking around, always. And if one of us dies, you kind of have to have, it's all about realistically with the spawn times. It's all about getting everybody killed, then making your big rush and your big play.
You're kind of it's mostly about communication and teamwork, which we had a lot of communication and teamwork to do. So, I mean, if you know the communication really well, then you can get things done.
Right. You don't need 4 guys. You only need 3. So Isn't right now, we're spectating Isn't right now, and he's just kind of controlling the right side because most of the guys on the right side have, come to him. I'm doing, I think, middle, and Casey's getting hit down because, they have 2 people in the spawn like we do, but they also have 2 people out in the middle. Out in the middle rushing him as well, so he's dealing with 3-4 guys at a time. And to play that well, Casey has to really play an L trig the whole time. Meaning by that is you can't just run and gun. Never on a 3v4 you can't run and gun.
No, you have to play very cautious and show that you can actually get out there. It means when you take 2 of them down, you need to go take you need to rush in and get the other 2 out.
Me, I'm doing my little trick shot, my scopy. I do. It actually just kind of just sit there, hitting the different scopes. You can kind of get a better picture on him. And Casey's making a move on right because Isn's on right side. He's watching his back kind of. I was in the middle, getting the guy that took our flag. I dolphin dived it up and got him. Isn's kind of moving up middle. You build characteristic into the match, and you always gotta build towards moving on and getting the kill, moving a little bit faster. And it's very, very, very based on a like a 3-4 step theory where you would just kind of start from the beginning, get kind of close to the middle, and then when you get farther and farther, when you kill them, you're gonna want to get in the end and get back in middle and get back in our spawn, and that's how you pretty much run capture the flag with the man down. The gameplay is pretty smooth. We all kind of went even, but what really surprised me is we 4-1'd them at the end of this whole thing, and it was 3v4. So.
And they had a whole team of their own. This was very surprising actually to us because Bloody Juggalo is pretty new to game battles and he hasn't really played much at all. So.
Yeah, it was definitely a positive output in the whole situation.
It was a big plus for us actually for this.
And Isn't just called in lightning strike, right?
Yep.
And he's controlling the middle. That's me. You see right here with the knife. I'm not playing it stupid where, oh, let's just shoot him in the back, and I had an empty clip right there. So, I threw out my knife and I ran towards him, get a safe kill. But you gotta play it. Ultimately, you gotta play it really safe. And round win with the 2-0.
2-0, and on the second round, you're going to see a whole different change-up on the defense.
Right. It gets a little.
We changed it up because I went out. It was only you doing the defense, and then me and Casey doing the captures.
Right. And I threw out a spy plane right there. Oh, I'm sorry, UAV. Throwing a shock charge, getting everybody getting kind of built up for the first step here. And Casey got hit right there. Isn't kind of moving up slowly on the left side in the middle of the map.
Always got to watch what you're doing, folks.
He gets a hip fire kill. Moving up again. I'm just sitting here laying back. Not really doing too much because we're up 2-0, so I'm kind of just taking the lead.
Well, we had you play primary D because that's what you were doing basically. So it's good to have. It's always good to have one when you're up 2-0. You can have one defender, but it's not always good to do that. If your chemistry is really well, then you can do one defender and get this done really well.
And isn't right up left side, like I said, the 3 steps here into carrying out a good achieve and a flat cap is just getting up the left side, taking it back slowly but surely. And what these guys were doing, they're kind of just bum rushing us and not really paying attention to where I was the whole time. And Casey threw him off with that because he's a really good running gunner. I can sit back and I can play a good visual defense, and that's kind of what threw all 4 of them off. And he likes to, kind of move around like a little maze and play.
I can do both. I can do both though.
Mid D. And my stupidity, I didn't check my pool when he died. So we got trying to, stay back and.
That was my mistake right there with the pistol.
But he gave us enough time to spawn. And I get stickied, yeah. Pretty embarrassing, but we're trying. This is what you would do normally if even a 4v4. You kind of want to, what Casey is doing. You kind of want to get in, get the flag, get out because the other team has their flags. So anytime the second you hear enemy capture the flag, you want to go back. Hit up all the offenses and kind of rush them because it gives out an element of surprise that we're gonna get the flag, yeah, but no, you're not, because we're sitting there and we're playing the offense and getting their spawn up and kind of just throw them off guard, and that sometimes will work. That didn't obviously work with the case with that because all 2 of us died. And I got shock charged by my own fucking shock charge. I don't even know how that happened a minute ago. But back in position, we're all, I'm playing my own position again. I get hit again. And Casey is playing mid D as well as isn't right. It's always a good thing to do when you're up 4-1. They could come back easily if you just, screw around.
Of course, but you gotta control the middle. That's all you have to do if you want to win this game a little more.
Was boss right there. When he jumped up in the air, that was boss. I'll give him that. But yeah, it's coming up here. Minute left in the gameplay. He's kind of just controlling their spawn, make sure they're not getting out. So that way it kind of just slows down overall the time intensity. And with them trying to capture it so fast, gotta control them all like cat and mouse in a way. Where you just keep throwing off guard, this way, that way. When you're up the lead, mind games works as well as very good offense. You want to hit them with the mind games all the time. Throw them off guard. You got any insight into right?
You cannot keep doing repeatedly what you do. You have to keep throwing them off. Make sure they guess your next move the whole entire time.
Especially when you're in the lead. That's a very good tactic to have. So, couple things. I'm not sure if we're releasing this video first, or are we doing our weekly update? But if we are, then if we're releasing this video first, then we're gonna do the weekly update for you guys. But if you
we also have another video coming out. It's gonna be we have an introduction for Bloody, so Bloody Juggalo is gonna get a introduction video from us.
That's the one of our teammates right here that played in this 3v4 here. So you'll see a couple of his clips later on. Check target. And up and coming in and close here. They're just bum rushing, failing horribly and miserably. Final score is 4-1. Us 3v4. There you have it. Alright. And that is 3v4. How to play. See ya.